Alright, last recording. Let's talk about making citations and then creating an annotated bibliography from those citations. So why do we have to cite things, and why do we have to follow all the rules for citations? So having a uniform style for citing references allows those that are checking or using your work to easily and accurately find the information you use. So that's why it's so important that when you cite things, you cite them correctly and within the style that you have chose. So for you, that's APA, the American Psychological Association. Because disciplines vary and the types of content in the research, they develop different methods. That's why there's all kinds of different citation methods. There's APA and MLA and all kinds of stuff. And they like to mess with your head. That's what I think anyway. Alright, so APA, the American Psychological Association, those are generally used for psychology, education, and some of the social sciences. MLA is what's used in English and foreign languages. Other arts and humanities use MLA. And then there are other styles like Turabian, the American Medical Association, and Chicago, which is preferred in the real world, as in if you're going to publish something in a journal, then you'd usually use Chicago. For this class and for pretty much all of your nursing classes that you are going to be taking, you are going to be using APA format, and that's what you're going to be using for your annotated bibliography in this class. So first of all, you don't have to worry about this for this class, but there's what's called in-text citation. So when you take information from another source, you have to cite it, and in the text you have to cite it. So what that is that provides the reader, somebody who's reading your work, a chance to easily find where you got that information from on your bibliography. So here's an example. I've given you no one likes to worry about citing, but it's essential for avoiding plagiarism, West 1. And so if I went to the bibliography for this pretend paper, I would go to the entry for West, and I'd know that that's where this quote came from. So by giving the author's last name, that's the reader can go to the citation on the works cited page, on the bibliography page, which they pretty much mean the same thing, and find that. Okay, so the works cited page or the bibliography page, either one, they're synonymous, they mean the same thing. It's the list of the citations that were used in a paper. So they're alphabetical, they're always alphabetical by the author's last name, no matter if you're using MLA or APA, and they're never numbered. And there are ways to make creating citations easier on yourself. If you're working in the databases and you're getting information from the databases, there's often tricks that you can do to help you generate different citations. So for example, if you're using the database CQ Researcher and you click on the button Cite Now when you're in an article, it'll pop up with a little box that will give you the citation, and you can just copy and paste that citation into your bibliography. You can also do this in EBSCO databases. Now I think that sometimes the button for cite is going to be on the right hand side rather than above like it is here, but it's that same little yellow button that says cite, and when you click on that, a box pops up and it'll say APA format. You copy and you paste it into your bibliography, and it works really well. Also, you can use sources like easybib.com and nightcite.com to create citations. These are websites where you go and you type in all the information that you have for your source, and it produces a citation for you. You can copy and paste it into your bibliography. But just be careful, sometimes computers make mistakes, so look at what it's given you and make sure it looks okay. Now, these are 3 resources that you can use for getting more information on how to make correct citations. The first one is the best. That's going to give you, this is the LibGuide that we've produced here at Southeastern for creating citations. And all you have to do is click on that, and then here's APA, and it has a lot of really good information about creating APA style citations. And this first one is really good. It's from the Purdue Online Writing Lab. And so this is going to help you make different citations. Okay, so I'll see. I also have a direct link to the Purdue Writing Lab right here, and this one is to the Duke citing website. So these are all really good. Especially if you've never done citations before, these are excellent resources for helping you understand how to do that. Okay, so you're going to create those citations because you're going to use them in your final project, which is an annotated bibliography. So what is an annotated bibliography? I'm going to go to this website right here from Cornell to talk a little bit about it. Now, you're not writing a paper in this class. All you're creating is an annotated bibliography. You're not actually writing a paper. And this website that I've gone to, there's a link to this in your assignment page for your annotated bibliography final assignment. So you can get to this from there if you want to go through this again. Okay, so an annotated bibliography is a list of citations to books, articles, and documents on a topic. So take your topic that you've been working on, and you're going to come up with 10 sources. So this is detailed in the assignment on the annotated bibliography. This is just about what is an annotated bibliography. And so you may be saying, okay, I know what a bibliography is. A bibliography is a list of sources. What is an annotated bibliography? The annotation is a little paragraph, and all I want is like 2 or 3 sentences about the source. So if you give me a citation of an article from a database, give me 2 to 3 sentences on why you chose that. It can be as simple as, this is a really good explanation and overview of my topic. It would be good for anybody who is new to the topic and needs a good summary of it. That's simple. That's as simple as it gets. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down and show you. Here is an example. Sample annotated bibliography enter for journal article. Okay, this is using APA format. This is exactly what yours needs to look like. So here's the citation. It gives the author's name, and it's in correct format, and this is the format that you would get from using your Cites or Night Site, or going through the Purdue website, and then it gives a little explanation here right underneath it. So that's all I want, and you can do much less than this. I only want 2 to 3 sentences, and you don't necessarily, if you're doing a book that you've never seen before, say you look at the record of a book in the library, you do not have to actually have the book in order to write an annotation for it. You can get enough information from the record to determine why that book would be good for your topic. So, okay. You need 10 sources. You need to create citations for them, and then a little bit of an annotation, 2 to 3 sentences underneath. And again, this is spelled out in the assignment, so you can go to the assignment and read about it. If you have any more questions, just let me know, okay?